everyone, how are you all doing? Today we are going to learn something interesting. What are we going to do? We are going to learn something interesting. Fine. So you have number of questions in your mind when I say something interesting, right? So what is that one thing that we all generally like? What is that one thing that we all generally like? We all like speaking about something, right? We not just speak about something, we try to add more to that something. We want to add more masala, more spice to that something, right? We want to add something more, something nice, something that makes it meaningful. We want to give more information about something. Say, for example, you have seen a movie recently, or you have visited a place recently, and you have bought something recently. So for all these things, we try to use a few words, right? Some special words. What are those special words? Okay, before coming and giving you that word, I really hope and I really want you people to guess. Okay? So I'm going to show you a few things. I have, what's this? As you all can see, it's a car. And what is this? It is a sketch pen. And what about this? This is also a sketch pen, right? So if I say it's a long sketch pen or it's a short sketch pen, or I may also say, I can also say it's a red sketch pen. I can say it's a purple sketch pen. It's a blue car, right? Am I right? I'm trying to give little more information about the things that are there in my hand. So, I have one more thing in my hand. So what's this? It's a pillow. How is the pillow? The question is, how is the pillow? The pillow is small. And if I have to add in even more, it's a soft pillow. Soft, small pillow, right? I'm pressing it, right? It's a soft and small pillow. Okay. One more thing that I want to show all of you, which we all generally like. What's this? It is jam. It's yummy jam, which all the children love, right? Yummy. Okay. When I say these words, I am saying something. I am using some words. What are these words that I am trying to use? What are they called? They are called adjectives. They are called adjectives. Adjectives. Okay. So if you ask me, what is the definition of an adjective? An adjective gives, or adjectives generally give or add more information or give more information about nouns or pronouns. Okay, so to put it properly, an adjective gives more or additional information about a noun or a pronoun which generally comes after it. Am I clear? I guess I'm clear, right? Let us see some more examples. So here are some examples that I want to show you. A tall tree, a fat boy, a big house, an old book, a new bike. So there's a tree, there's a boy, there's a house, book and bike. What is the additional information that I'm trying to give? Tall, fat, big, old, new. All these words which we are using to describe the nouns, or which we are trying to use to give more information, are called as adjectives. Today's topic is adjectives. So it's a beautiful video and it's going to be fabulous. We'll see more informative examples coming next. So I use 3 words: beautiful, fabulous, and informative. All these are also adjectives. Okay, so in the previous slide, you have understood even the definition of an adjective, right? So adjectives are we always have a notion that these are only descriptive adjectives. They don't have any other uses, or they don't have any other properties, or they don't have any other types or subcategories. No, there are actually many types of categories. Before getting into the types of adjectives, for fun, let's do a small activity. I tried drawing you a picture. Though I'm not good at drawing, let me try this out for you. Okay, so think that this is a butterfly. Okay, so usually the butterfly, so if you try telling about something, if you want to add something more to the butterfly, or you have to give additional information about this butterfly, what do you say? It's a small butterfly, okay? There are few dots, okay? And seems to be, if I draw a small kind of a smiley in between, okay? So you can also say it's a happy butterfly. And then if I even draw some colors, okay? Say for example, here I'm drawing brown. Here I go with red. So you can say red winged butterfly, or it is partially brown butterfly, right? So for a small example, with this small example, you can understand that you can say so many things about a person using person, place, or a thing, basically nouns, with the help of these adjectives. I said happy. I talked about colors. I talked about the size of the butterfly. So the size, shape, quality, okay? And the description, okay? And then if I can also say it's a beautiful butterfly, right? So beauty is definitely a quality, right? So when you use the word beautiful, it's an adjective. Okay, so we are going to use more, we always use adjectives in our day-to-day life, but do not know that they actually come under the category of adjectives. Without our knowledge, we'll be using them. So, but to identify my students, one thing is you should all keep in mind that to identify the adjectives, first of all, one should be very strong with their identification of nouns. Once you know what are all the nouns or what are pronouns, then it becomes a cakewalk for all of you to identify these adjectives. Okay, there's a small pencil, there's a pencil in my hand. If I say black pencil, again black, I'm telling you it's an adjective. Fine, I think this much of introduction is enough for our adjectives topic. Now quickly move on, let's all move on to the types of adjectives. Okay, so now when I say types of adjectives, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or even more than that. Okay, but let's take only the 5 major categories of adjectives. What are the 5 major categories of adjectives or types of adjectives that we are going to discuss in this class? Is 1, it is descriptive adjectives, which comes under the category of qualitative adjectives. Okay, and the second one is quantitative adjectives. And the third is possessive adjectives. Okay. And then the fourth one, demonstrative adjectives. Okay. And finally, the fifth one, interrogative adjectives. While telling about the adjectives, I have used so many gestures. I guess you must have understood with my gestures what are they actually about. Okay, let's do them one by one. So let's first move to the first category of adjectives. Here you see, okay, descriptive adjectives. What are descriptive adjectives, which are also called as qualitative adjectives? What is their role? Words which indicate qualities or characteristics of nouns. They all come under qualitative adjectives or descriptive adjectives. Okay, so we describe so many things in day-to-day life. Okay, so if I ask you how was the day, you may use several expressions, right? How was the sun today? It's a bright sunny morning, right? If you say that, I have used so many adjectives, right? And then how was the dress? It's a beautiful dress, right? Like that we'll be using. At the same time, maybe if you remember, when you have learnt about nouns, you also learned that there are abstract nouns which are actually telling us the quality, right? Here also we have those qualitative, okay? They all come under qualitative kind of an adjective. Let's see some examples so that you get clear about these things. The first example here. We were served delicious food in the feast. Okay, I repeat, we were served delicious food. Food is a noun. We all know that. And it is telling something about the food. The word delicious is telling something about the food. So here the adjective is delicious. The second example, if you take, the honest policeman was regarded for his honesty. What kind of a policeman he is? He is an honest man. His quality we come to know, right? That is why this particular word comes under qualitative adjective. Okay, it's an adjective. Then, a beautiful child. How was the child? The question. And the answer is a beautiful child, right? The beautiful word is an adjective. Fine, because it is describing the boy or a girl or the child, basically, right? Then, the hungry cat. There's a cat. How is the cat? What happened to it? Okay, the cat is very hungry. So, it is telling something about the cat. So, hungry is the adjective. Now, the flowers have a nice smell. Okay. So, it is also another example. Here, the word nice is the adjective. I hope the demo start. Okay. I guess now it's clear about qualitative adjectives. So, always remember that adjectives are describing words, or they give more information about the nouns. I'm just only revising what I have just now told. Okay, now let's go to the next type of an adjective. What is the next type that we have? The next type is quantitative adjective. What is the next type? It is the quantitative adjective. So when I say the word itself, you must have guessed it. We are talking about the quantity. Fine. The quantity means you may also think that maybe you are giving me the number. No, they come under numeral adjectives, but the numeral adjectives can be put in this as well. But the quantity in general, how many do you have, or a little or 10 liters, if you are trying to say something like that, okay, that comes under this category. Okay, fine. What can be the, what is that I'm trying to say? They indicate basically the number or the amount or the quantity of the nouns that they are actually qualifying. Okay, I have few examples to tell you this. Fine. So let's see the examples. An individual needs 10 liters of water to drink every day. Okay, a person generally needs to drink a lot of water. We all know that. So here water is what kind of part? It comes under which parts of speech? You all know that. I again need not repeat. Now 10 liters of water. So you are giving me, I am trying to give you the quantity, how much water, right? So that is why 10 liters of water becomes adjective here. The second example, if you see, a little knowledge is dangerous. Knowledge, okay, knowledge is noun, we all know, and a little knowledge, okay, whenever we talk about little or some, as I already told you, they come under this category. A little knowledge is dangerous. The third example, there is some money in my purse. I'm not telling how much money exactly I have. So I do not know because I did not count. But I still have to say I have some money, right? We use the word some money. So some is actually a quantitative adjective. Okay? Is it clear? So words like some, much, little, enough and many other come under this particular category of quantitative adjectives. Now let's move to the third one. So I told you third one, possession or possessive adjectives. What are these? They are possessive adjectives. So possessive adjectives, what do? They usually tell us about that that somebody is possessing, or it tells about the nouns, who is the owner of those nouns. They talk about possession or ownership of the nouns that they are qualifying. Let's see some examples for this. Fine. I am thankful to my friend for his valuable advice. So whose friend he is? He is my friend. Okay. My talks about the friend. Whose friend? Okay. That is why it comes under possessive adjective. The next one. Our house is big. So whose house is it? About whose house we are talking? Okay. We are talking about our house. Our house is big. How is our house? Our house is big. Then it is your fault. Whose fault? The question, you should always ask this question to yourself. Whose fault? Your fault that we have lost an important match. Okay. So all these words about my, your, his, her, okay, all these come under, even its comes under possessive adjective. Whenever it is used in this way, they all come under the category of possessive adjectives. They basically tell that it belongs to whom. This is, whose pencil is this? If I ask that question, so the answer should be my pencil. My, okay, is an possessive adjective. Clear? I hope it is clear. To understand this more, you should try some examples on your own. Look around yourself or look into your books, the cupboard. So you can see which belongs to you, which belongs to your brother or sister, okay, or which belongs to your father or mother. So when you segregate things, you will be using a lot of adjectives. This is my pen, this is my father's file, okay, his book, like that. Okay, so that's a small activity which you can try, and whenever you're trying this activity, remember that it comes under adjective, and the type of adjective that you are using is possessive adjective. Okay, now, so how many adjectives we have seen so far? We have seen qualitative adjectives, quantitative adjectives, possessive adjectives. Now moving on to the fourth adjective, that is demonstrative adjectives. So demonstrate, the word. What is the word meaning demonstrate? You all know that you are telling about some particular thing, right? You are demonstrating. So here also you have these examples. Okay, I'll be showing. So demonstrating words or demonstrating adjectives, qualifying nouns by pointing out or by specifically telling about that. Here are the examples. This car is mine. This. Give me that blue water bottle. This chemical is poisonous. That flower smells sweet. In all the sentences, we are talking about one particular thing. We are pointing out one particular thing, right? This, that, those, all these words come under this category of demonstrative adjectives. Okay, so we demonstrate. Okay, that is a table. This is a wall. Okay, like that you can try in real life. Many other types. You can also figure out that things around us, if you see, you need not actually go for the bookish examples. You can try on your own when you see your surroundings and then figure out the adjectives and their types. Fine. And now let's move on to the fifth one, and the last one in this module that I'm going to show is interrogative adjectives. Interrogate. What is the meaning of the word interrogate? You must have come across this word many times. Interrogate means you are asking questions to somebody. You are telling some questions. You are asking some questions to somebody. You are interrogating, right? So, interrogative. What are the words that we use for interrogative? We usually, the English people, all of us, we say that the WH family, right? The WH family means whose, which, what, all these come under this particular category of adjectives. Okay, let's see the examples now. Whose book was that? Whose? You're asking a question, and it is, so there is a noun next to it. Okay, it is actually describing the noun, or it is giving information about the noun. We are putting an information here. Okay, so most of the adjective, if you observe, they are actually followed by nouns. Yes, there are exceptions. Many times you can also say some adjectives are before, but here it is after. Many times, most of the time it is after. Which color symbolizes courage? Now here the adjective is which. And then, which pen do you like more? Which pen? What game do you want to play? So, all these are adjectives that we can put before or after. Usually, whenever we are saying interrogative adjectives, they usually come before, because they're the first words as they're putting a question, right? So, I am Vidya, trying to tell you something about adjectives all in this module. I hope you really enjoyed them, and I'm going to give some exercises in this module as well. Try doing them. Okay, but before that, another fun activity for you. So now, after watching this video, try to describe your mother. Try to describe your father. Okay, what are the different qualities that you want to give them? What are the different words, adjectives that you want to use for them? Or if you are a fan of the Avengers, take one of the Avenger and start telling something about that Avenger. So you will see that you will be using a lot of adjectives. Adjectives are so much fun, and one needs to improve their vocabulary by knowing a lot of adjectives. Okay, thank you.